Welcome back. We begin our news coverage tonight with an update on the number of positive COVID-19 cases across our region. In Maryland, 893 new cases were added today, bringing their total to 44,424. Meanwhile, in Virginia, they're reporting 780 new cases today, bringing their total to 33,208 cases. Finally, in Delaware, 192 new cases were reported today, bringing the state's total to 8,386. With that, we have an update on the hardest hit areas here on Delmarva. Wycomico County now has a total of 854 cases. Accomack County has a total of 711 cases, and Sussex County now has 4,048 cases. Well, Memorial Day weekend officially kicks off today. This is typically one of the busiest times of the year for Delmarva's resort towns, but this year things are different. In Ocean City, Fagers Island and Bad Monkey owner John Fager says he and his team have spent weeks getting ready, hoping that Maryland Governor Larry Hogan would allow restaurants to open their doors for outdoor service. But that green light still hasn't come. Mayor Rick Meehan says that Ocean City restaurants are missing out in a big way this year as a result, but still wants people in Ocean City to support restaurants by buying takeout.
It's a little disappointing that we weren't able to at least move a little bit forward closer to phase 2. We've certainly been trying to get permission to do outside dining, which I think would really benefit the restaurants.
While restaurants may be closed for dine-in service, the boardwalk and beach are still open. Mayor Meehan says he hopes people will follow guidelines to keep themselves and those around them safe. He encourages people on the boardwalk and beach to wear masks and social distance when possible. Meanwhile, in Delaware, people are also being encouraged to social distance while out on the beach this Memorial Day weekend. Rehoboth Beach Patrol believes the forecasted spotty weather won't attract as many people to the beach this weekend, but guards will still be acting as ambassadors, reminding visitors to social distance. Meanwhile, the owner of Starboard in Dewey Beach says he agrees with the gradual reopening of restaurants and bars there, but he says this weekend is arguably the most profitable of the entire year, so being restricted to only carry out and delivery on Memorial Day weekend will have lasting effects.
It's not one that's going to be fixed by some carry out or extending into our parking lot or anything like that. It's going to take years and years and years to recover from losing not only the 3 months of sales we've lost so far, but this weekend in itself is a very difficult one.
Delaware bars and restaurants are still allowed to open at 30% capacity on June 1st with expanded outdoor seating, but until then, they're limited to carry out. Well, in Salisbury, an ordinance that seeks to protect renters during a state of emergency passed its first reading tonight during a special city council meeting. Ordinance 22599 would prevent rent increases during that time. It would also prohibit late fees if the tenant makes a non-payment or late payment. It also states that landlords should offer payment plans to tenants for the payment of rental fees or for no less than 1 year after the expiration of the emergency. A second reading of this ordinance is set for next Thursday. And of course, you can find all that information online. Just log on to 47abc.com. Now, before we get to some weather, we have some good news to share. Student musicians from Worcester County Public Schools performed a porch concert today. The students performed a short version of Ode to Joy from Beethoven's Ninth Symphony from their very own porches. A music teacher tells us they hope the performance brought joy to their community during this time. And of course, we want to hear about your good news. Just email newsroom@47abc.com. With that, I'm going to toss things over to Chief Meteorologist Daniel Johnson, who has a look at our Memorial Day forecast. Hey, Daniel.
Hey, Brooke, here is a live look outside in Rehoboth Beach. You can't see a lot here. Again, we still have a little bit of sea salt and some moisture here on the camera lens. We've been having an east wind for a while, and the humidity is pretty high, too. So some extra moisture out there on the camera, and we're going to keep this extra moisture in our forecast tomorrow. A chance for some scattered showers, not a washout, and the humidity staying a little bit on the high side. But right now, we have pretty uniform temperatures here. 63 is a popular number. Ted in Millsboro, John in Fenwick, and Ed in Chincoteague. Temperatures elsewhere, 65 in Salisbury, 62 at Wallops Island, and 61 in Dover. Temperatures probably won't drop below 60 for tonight. Dew points in the 60s, too. Anytime a dew point gets above 60, close to 65, that's when it starts to feel sticky. And closer to 70, it's pretty uncomfortable. Now, there is one shower we're watching in particular approaching Dover, so just south of Dover right now in Kent County, heading north. That's providing some moderate to heavy rain. but the rest of us just dealing with cloud cover. But there is some more rain to the west, and this will be pushing in late tonight and tomorrow morning. So you might need the umbrella at times. Just a few isolated showers tonight, most of us staying in the 60s. Tomorrow, again, not a washout. A lot of cloud cover in the morning. That's when we have our best chance at showers. And then some clearing through the afternoon, turning partly sunny. And that's when temperatures will climb well into the 70s. If you have any plans to go out on the water, well, again, the best chance for rain is in the morning. Temperatures close to 70 by 9, mid-70s by noon, upper 70s as we head past the noon hour. What about the beaches? I know a lot of you are looking forward to the forecast, the unofficial kickoff to summer. A lot of cloud cover Saturday, maybe a peak of sun at the beach. 70, that's the warmest of the forecast here for the next several days. 61 on Sunday, so a pretty cool Sunday. Overcast conditions, no sun at all. And then Monday, returning to partly sunny skies, but still cool at the ocean with temperatures in the low 60s. And please be safe. The rip current risk is high, but I want to advise swimming as temperatures are pretty cold. The water temperatures. We are looking here at just a few scattered showers tonight and again, maybe even tomorrow afternoon, but we're still expecting some sunshine too. A lot of cloud cover with an east and northeast wind on Sunday. That brings the cool down. Partly sunny on Memorial Day itself, so pretty good for any barbecues if you have any plans with your family. 72 in Salisbury on Memorial Day, but look at next week, middle to end of the week. We're climbing well into the 80s, and it looks like we're going to stay there for a while. Finally, the warm air is here, and it's going to be winning out, and summer's just around the corner, too. The first day is June 20th. It'll be here before we know it. Brooke?
Daniel, thank you. That'll do it for the news portion of this show. Top plays are up next. Stay with us. This is Delmarva Sports Insider.
I'm Andrew Smith from Parkside High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.